Hello guys, welcome back. So I believe that you guys have already watched the Threats to Biodiversity introduction, with like a preview which I shared it in previous class. So if you haven't, please go and watch it. So from this video, we'll be learning and we'll be seeing what is habitat loss and why habitat loss takes place and who's majorly responsible for this habitat loss and what happens when an habitat of an organism is lost. That's what we will be seeing from this video. So I will be explaining in both Tamil as well as in English. Please pay attention and listen till the end. This will really help you to understand it in a better way. So let us study first what does habitat mean. So what is habitat? Habitat means a place where an organism or a community of organisms lives. So habitat means a place. For example, humans, we live in a street, we live in a village, right? So this is our habitat. This is our place. Likewise, different types of animal, types of organisms live solitarily or in a community in a place we call it as habitat. வாழ்விடம்ன்றதை நம்ம சிம்பிளா சொல்றோம். ஒரு இருப்பிடத்துல ஒரு உயிரினம் வாழ்றதுக்கான ஒரு இடத்தை தான் நம்ம வாய்விடம் இல்லைன்னா ஹேபிட்டட் சொல்றோம். ஸோ அந்த இடத்துல கம்யூனிட்டி ஆஃப் ஆர்கானிசம்ஸ் இருக்கலாம், இல்லைன்னா சிங்கிளா ஒரு ஆர்கானிசம் இருக்கலாம். ஸோ வாட் இஸ் ஹேபிட்டட் லாஸ்? Habitat loss means it is a process by which a natural habitat becomes incapable of supporting its native species. So it is a process. It doesn't happen, in a single day, habitat loss. What happens, for example, we humans go and continuously exploit the resource. For example, we continuously go and take out all the trees, cut down all the trees. So what happens, slowly all the species that is living in that area, they'll be forced to move, right? So the organism that previously inhabited means the organism that lived there previously in that site or displaced, like they will be displaced, they are forced to move or simply die, because some species cannot adapt to another environment, right? So remember about adaptation. So likewise, the then it will reduce the biodiversity and species abundance. Like if you go and cut down all the forests and trees, like all the trees, what happens, the species that is living in that area, either they will go out to the another place or simply they will die, because they don't have an option, because they are being very like they are being used to live in that particular place, right? So this is what we call habitat loss. Habitat lossன்றது ஒரு ப்ராசஸ், லைக் அது கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக நடக்கும். லைக் ஹியூமன்ஸ் நம்ம போயிட்டு, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஹியூமன்ஸ் போயிட்டு அங்கே இருக்கிற ஒரு ஃபாரஸ்ட்டில் இருக்கிற ட்ரீஸ் எல்லாமே கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக கட் பண்ணிகிட்டே வரப்போ என்னாகும், அங்கே இருக்கிற உயிரினங்கள் எல்லாம் அந்த இடத்த விட்டு மூவ் ஆக வேண்டிய ஒரு சூழ்நிலை வரலாம், இல்லைனா லைக் அடாப்ட் ஆக முடியாமல் சில அந்த இடத்துலையே அழியிற நிலைமையும் வரலாம். ஸோ அதனால அந்த இடத்துல இருக்கிற பயோடைவர்சிட்டியும் ஸ்பீஷஸ் அபண்டன்ஸும் ரெடியூஸ் ஆகுது. இதுதான் நம்ம ஹேபிட்டட் லாஸ். இன் சிம்பிள் வி கேன் சே தட். So best example I can tell you, that natural habitat loss is Australian bushfire, but however it can be replaced, because as soon as rain comes, again the plants will grow again, all the organisms that lives there will again get back to that place. So that is a natural distraction, but however it can be repaired, it can be replaced. But what we are going to see is really a worst thing, because it happens mostly by humans. So we'll be seeing that in our next video. So human development is something which is inevitable, right? So human development, like நம்ம 1990 இருந்து இப்போ 2020 கம்பேர் பண்ணும்போது there has been a lot of improvement, a lot of changes in terms of settlement and agricultural activities and mining, and we continuously try to improve, try to develop a lot of technologies. Because of that, of course, we are responsible for a lot of habitat loss. So because our human population is continuously increasing, we need a lot of places for the settlement and agriculture and mining. And again, like you try to construct a lot of highways, so that the travel becomes easier. So what do? You just we humans go and construct an highway in between the forest and create a threat to the biodiversity, especially the animals that lives in that forest. So because of all these activities, because of this all these human activities, so animals have no option but to move. They are forced to move. If not, if they do not move, what happens? They will die out of predation. மற்ற அனிமல்ஸ் போயிட்டு அதை ப்ரிடேட் பண்ணிடும். ஏன்னா லைக் நீ ஃபாரஸ்ட் மோஸ்ட்லி டிஸ்ட்ராய் பண்ணனா அது எஸ்கேப் ஆக முடியாத அளவுக்கு சுச்சுவேஷனில் போயிடும். ஸோ தே வில் டை அவுட் ஆஃப் ப்ரிடேஷன் and starvation, because like if they move to another place, it is not for sure that they will get their preferred food or food, right? So they will die especially out of starvation, and they will die because of the disease. If they starve, of course they will get a disease, because your immunity will go down, so they will definitely die, right? Otherwise, if they decided to stay in that area, they will face lot of human conflict, like what we see in a lot of times in news, right? So we see that tiger has been trespassing into human area, and we kind of see like humans are behaving like animals and trying to kill them, right? So this happens if they do not move. And another worst incident that I have seen in Google while going through for this chapter is that one in a particular village, I don't want to mention about the place, in a particular village, so one man was killed by a crocodile, so that the village people decided to eradicate or kill the entire population of the crocodile living in that river. So that sounds so terrible, at the same time so cruel, because it is not the animals that comes and occupy human place, it is the humans go and occupy their environment. நம்ம தான் அவங்களுடைய பிளேஸ் ஆக்குப்பை பண்ணிட்டு அவங்களையே அழிக்கிறோம், ரைட்? அந்த அனிமல்ஸ் அந்த உயிரினங்களையே அழிக்கிறோம். ஸோ த மேஜர் ரிசோர்ஸ், த மேஜர் factor that cause threats to biodiversity is human development, which is something inevitable, right? So if the animals that lives in that area, if they do not move from that area, அங்கிருந்து மூவ் ஆகலைன்னா either they will face all these factors and eventually will die. So threat, either they will because of this they will enter into the threatening stage, and sometimes they will move to in danger and finally becomes extinct species. But anyways, I will tell you about threatened, endangered, or extinct species in another video. Let's just stick with the habitat loss in this video. So every year, if you look at human population, look at this, it's quite huge, right? So we continuously try to, reproduce, like we continuously increase our population, human population especially, because we have a lot of development, lot of technology to save humans' life. We have a lot of medicinal development, medicinal vaccine, and so many other things. Because of that, we continuously increase our population. So of course, if you have a lot of human population, you need a lot of food, lot of resources, lot of water, lot of settlement area. For this, what we do, we just fragment the nature, fragment the fragment the resources, especially the forest. So you just go and fragment, just cut them down, like you just make them into pieces, like you just occupy particular places of the forest and leave the rest of the area for the forest. Again it will be occupied. Likewise, you just destroy the natural habitat by filling wetlands, like if you look at Chennai, especially Palikarnai and near Soringalore, you can see the entire wetland region have been occupied by human settlements, like human, a lot of industries been there. And again you just desilt the rivers for many industrial purpose and construct transport ways in between the forest. Again, like you just cave the mountains to make sure the journey will be very easy, like you just cave the mountains to make a short route for the highways. Again, extracting the lot of resources, changing the course of rivers by constructing the dam, or like just you just need to fill a lot of agriculture need, so you just change the direction of the rivers again. So what happens if you just change the direction of rivers, the already there has been a system like every year it is a seasonal pattern. So if the water is being moved from another direction, the organisms that has been living there for a lot of decadal lot of years, they will either forced to move or they will die out of lot of these changes. And again, filling of seashores, like a lot of aquaculture activities. So there are a lot of consequences because of human population. We human fragment the natural habitat and make other organisms and other organism to pay the consequences that we have created. ஸோ நம்ம தேவைக்காக இயற்கையாக இருக்கிற எல்லா நேச்சுரல் எல்லா உயிரினங்களும் இருக்கிற ஹேபிட்டை நம்ம டிஸ்ட்ராய் பண்ணிட்டு ஃப்ராக்மெண்ட் பண்ணுறோம். மவுண்டெயின்ஸை கேவ் பண்ணிட்டு ஷார்ட் ரூட்ஸ் வேணுன்றதுக்காக ஹைவேஸ் கிரியேட் பண்ணுறோம். டேம் கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ட் பண்ணி நிறைய டேம் கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ட் பண்ணி வாட்டர் ஃப்ளோ இருக்கிறது டோட்டலாக அந்த கோர்ஸையே சேஞ்ச் பண்ணுறோம், அந்த ரிவர் கோர்ஸையே சேஞ்ச் பண்ணுறோம். ஸோ ஆல் திஸ் திங்ஸ் வில் கிரியேட் lot of threats to biodiversity. So because of this, if you look at another very best example, in way back like before the human development, there was around 14 percentage of tropical rainforest, but now we have only 6 percentage of them. Again, like once it was called as the lungs of the planet, which is the Amazon forest, which was used, which is majorly used for the agriculture and human settlement, which means like lot of the areas in the Amazon forest has been used by the human settlement, and the trees have been cut down. So the animals and other organisms that lives in that area move to another place. Again, another region, if you take New Zealand wetlands, have been utilized around 90 percentage of them have been utilized for the cultivation of soya beans to raise grass for beef cattle, because we humans eat beefs, right? So for our food we just occupy the natural environment and almost made other animals or other plants, microorganisms that live in the area either to go extinct or go move into another place or make them endangered. And another, if you look at our India, especially our Tamil Nadu state, Kodaikanal and Nilgiri hills of Tamil Nadu, most of the areas, like most of the region, have been occupied for the settlement purpose. So all these activities, all these human man-made anthropogenic activities results in the annihilation of plants, microorganism, and forcing out animals from their habitats. So இது நம்ம பண்ற எல்லா செயலுமே ஃபைனலா என்ன பண்ணுது, அன்ஹிலேஷன்னா லைக் டோட்டலாக அந்த பிளான்ஸையே அந்த மைக்ரோ ஆர்கானிசம்ஸ் அதர் ஆர்கானிசம் டோட்டலாக அழிக்கிற நிலைமைக்கு நம்ம கொண்டுட்டு போகிறோம். So I gave you some examples to compare. So this picture was taken some years like around 1900 or way back 1900. If you look at this continent, you can see a dense thick forest from two regions. But when you look at the satellite picture now, you can clearly see the dense forest has been totally been reduced, and here you cannot see forest at all. All of this region has been occupied by the human settlement. So another example, if you look at this Amazon picture, you can this is the present picture. The previous picture was taken around like 20 years back, but now it looks like this again. Soon this will also be destroyed by the human activities. So what happens because of this habitat loss? If you continuously threaten the environment, if you continuously destroy the forest, this will also have a lot of consequences to the human society as well, because we need forest, especially forests, to make sure that we get proper oxygen, to make sure that a system is continuously goes without any halt or without any problem. But we just, instead of that, out of greedy, out of a lot of human activity, especially anthropogenic activity, we just demolish and destroy all the natural resources. That puts a great threat to all the animals and plants, microorganisms live in that particular environment. So I hope you guys have understood what is habitat loss. So I'll see you guys in another video and fragmentation in our next video. So thank you guys. See you guys in another video.